and welcome to How to Cuisinart with Nikisha. Over the years, Cuisinart has become one of my favorite brands of small kitchen appliances and kitchen tools. Non-sponsor. It's actually a running joke between my kids and I. They say we have so many Cuisinart appliances that we could start our own channel, so here we are. We're going to cover how to make delicious meals and food using Cuisinart appliances and kitchen tools. We're going to use the recommendations by their instruction manuals and guides. We're going to cook through all of the recipes. We're going to use fresh, delicious ingredients and food to make delicious meals in short amounts of time. So come along and take this journey with me. Welcome to my kitchen. Let's Cuisinart. Today we're going to make one of my favorite Southern classics, chicken and waffles. We're going to use the basic waffle recipe and the spicy chicken wing recipe. We're going to use the classic waffle maker. We're going to use the Cuisinart 4-quart deep fryer that comes with a drop basket. We're also going to use the Cuisinart stainless steel bowls, measuring cups, measuring spoons, and the whisk, in addition to some other items. Let's get started. To get started, we're going to start with our spicy chicken wing recipe. According to the recipe, you're going to need 12 whole chicken wings, a half a cup of unsalted butter. You're also going to need 5 to 6 tablespoons of Louisiana style hot sauce, no brand intended, and 1 tablespoon of cider vinegar oil for frying. To begin, the recipe instructs us to cut our wings into individual pieces. We're going to do so using one of our Cuisinart knives from the multicolor collection. And it says to separate the tip of the wing. And then it also wants us to split the wing into 2 separate pieces. So we're going to do this for all of our chicken wings. Since we have 12, it's going to take us a couple of different cuts. Show this one. Sometimes they cooperate, sometimes not as much. Now the tips you're able to save and boil off for stock if you need it at a later time. Some people just throw them away. It's totally up to you. Now that we have all of our chicken cut up, we're going to lightly season it with a little salt and pepper. And we're going to get our fry basket, which came with our deep fryer, and we're going to load the chicken wings in. We're going to fill up our basket as much as we can, which is about 10 pieces. And then we're going to go ahead and drop them in the deep fryer. Set at 375 degrees as is recommended, and we're going to turn the timer on 13 minutes. The guide recommends between 12 and 15. 13 is halfway.
And action.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the waffles. The recipe states that we're going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to need 1 3/4 cup of reduced fat milk, 6 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 2 large eggs. We're going to be using the Cuisinart medium-sized stainless steel bowl, and we pre-measured most of our ingredients using the Cuisinart stainless steel measuring cups already. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll put our dry ingredients in first. We'll start with our flour, and then our sugar and our baking soda. going to do our salt. We also have our reduced fat milk and our oil. One, two, three, 4, 5, and 6. Our 2 eggs. We're going to get our whisk. And we're going to blend all of our ingredients together. This recipe says it'll make 6 full-size waffles using a 1/2 cup of mix per waffle. So we're going to whisk complete. The batter's going to need to set for 5 minutes before we start making our actual waffles. At this time, while the waffles are waiting, we're going to go ahead and plug in our waffle iron. We're going to set it to 3, which is the recommended temperature for the waffles. So mix our ingredients until smooth. Alright, we're going to set this aside and let it set for the 5 minutes. We set our timer to remind us. And while we wait for that, we can go ahead and make our sauce for our chicken wings. To make the sauce for the chicken wings, we need a 1/2 cup unsalted butter, we need our 5 tablespoons of Louisiana hot sauce, and then we're also going to need 1 tablespoon of cider vinegar oil. We're going to beat this together. Until completely mixed. Once we have this completely mixed together, we're going to set it to the side as we wait for our chicken wings to finish cooking. Now the recipe calls for 13 to 12 minutes. 13 to 15, I apologize, minutes when cooking your chicken wings. But another trick that we use is to use the window. Chicken floats when it's ready to come out. So if you begin to see your chicken wings floating in the grease, that means you may have some that are ready as they begin to come to the end of their cooking cycle. Let's go ahead and check our time. We also want to make sure that you're set up for when your chicken comes out. It says to lay your chicken on paper towels. So I've set up paper towels on a rack for drying. I'm going to bring that over here. So that as we remove our chicken wings, we're able to go ahead and let them dry before applying the sauce. Our waffle batter is just about ready to put in. So we want to make sure that we have our waffle iron heating up and ready to go. Okay, so we're ready to pour our waffle. It's been 5 minutes. And it says use a 1/2 cup of mix per waffle. So we're going to take our 1/2 cup of batter. We're going to pour it. And then we're going to go ahead and close the waffle maker. The indicator light will let us know when that waffle is ready. Now we're going to go back to check on our chicken wings. Here's that they're They should be ready. Now this comes with a hook that allows you to drain your chicken just a little bit and shake any excess off before pulling it out of the basket. Now what we want to do is we want to hook our chicken basket to the fryer, and we're going to use our tongs to take our chicken wings out of the basket and lay them on the tray to dry. Now our chicken wings are golden brown, and you can go ahead and prep your second set of chicken to go ahead and put in the basket so that you can drop it as well. After the chicken has had time to rest, then we'll go ahead and we'll toss it in the sauce. But you do want to let them sit for a few moments so that all of the grease can drain out. You want to make sure that you flip them to get the grease out of both sides. And by the time you get finished with your chicken, your waffle should also be ready. I believe the indicator light is letting us know that it's ready now. We're going to lift. We're going to pull the waffle out. And we're going to put it on our plate. And put the waffle on our plate. And then we're going to proceed and pour the next waffle. 1/2 cup of mix. And then we're going to close our device. By this time, our chicken is dry. We're just going to toss a few of the wings in here. We're going to throw them in the sauce. It says this sauce should do about 24 of the little wingettes that we've cut. So we're just going to toss them around. Then we'll pull them back out on the tray to dry so that the sauce can set. We'll repeat this several times until we've completed the entire batch of chicken wings and until we've completed all 6 of our waffles. Now that we've completed all of our wonderful cooking using the Cuisinart Classic Waffle Maker and the 4-quart deep fryer, it's time to talk about what we've ended up with. We have this wonderful plate of chicken and waffles for our brunch. As you can see, we did make the 6 waffles as the recipe states. Additionally, we were able to coat our 24 hot wing pieces as well for our spicy chicken wings. I do want to note, in using the 1/2 cup of the waffle mix per waffle, we do end up with a few holes. Since this is a real life simulation, we do have holes around the edges because the mix didn't filter all the way out to the edges. You do also get some overflow, which is normal. It's just a little bit. It didn't drip down onto the counters or anything like that, but you did get some overflow on your waffle pieces, on your waffles as you were cooking them. Light indicated to come on. This is on the 3 setting, depending on where in the waffle pile they are. The color is pretty consistent. There are little dark spots throughout, but nothing to be alarmed about. I don't think it's going to affect the integrity or the taste of the waffle. As far as our chicken wings go, the sauce was a little thin, which is okay with me. I don't particularly like really thick, spicy sauces on buffalo wings, but I do like the flavor that it gives. So as you can see, they're just lightly coated. We did toss them and we let them dry as recommended. So let's go ahead, let's dig in and let's see, give it a taste. Now the waffle's not as crispy as I would have thought. It's actually got it's a little on the soggy side here. So, so there's not a real crunch. And then the chicken, perfectly crispy, I'll have to say. We'll cut through as well. So our chicken is all the way done, all the way through. These pieces did float. Our waffle, a little on the bendy side, but the taste is good. You do taste the waffle. This is pre-syrup, so that's not a bad thing. Let's try our chicken. The chicken is moist and delicious as well. So we were able to prepare a nice brunch in a reasonable amount of time using just Cuisinart products and fresh, healthy ingredients. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Thanks for coming into my kitchen and going on this journey with me. See you next time.